Alright world, we are at WPPI 2020. I wasn't going to vlog this thing and I don't even know if I am. I don't even know if this is going to do anything, but I've been filming videos all day. Got the cool setup ready to go. A lot easier to film with a Canon M50 11-22 STM and then a Rode video micro than the setup that I've been using to film videos, so it makes it a little easier. I'm here with JeramieLu. She's my 13-year-old daughter and she is my guest for here, so we're going to go and check out WPPI. It's the first day. It's the first day of the show. Even though I had a full conference pass, I did not do the whole conference. So yesterday we walked around Vegas, showing Jamie Vegas for the first time yesterday. Did some cool Titanic bodies, climbed 3 stories on this thing, did some virtual reality, and now we're gonna head over to Mandalay Bay and get our passes and spend a couple days there hanging out. So let's see what we can do. I'll show you guys a few things and show you guys some really cool stuff that I like. One thing to know about eating at Vegas is everything is really expensive. These potatoes were $10 for breakfast potatoes. We're gonna get a breakfast sandwich, but they were $20 each. Normally I'm not like a fixator on stuff like that, but it gets to a point where you're just like, holy crap. So we got a couple smoothies and we're just gonna go from there. And she got potatoes. But some pro tips on where to eat. If you can, grocery shop before. Our hotel didn't have anything, so you can buy like fruits and stuff to last you for a week. Or if you're on the strip, there's a few normal places, but inside any of the casinos, like, just know you're gonna be paying and being mad at it all the time, all the time.
To your face as well. Beautiful. Lean towards that. Make it easier for you. Stay a little bit. Relax your neck a little bit. Just relax. Open up your shoulders out towards up a little bit.
Ooh. Jamie thinks this is cool.
Where do you come from? Start. You know, they got 2 pennies to put them together. They spend all their time.
You can record whatever you want, okay? B-roll.
You never see video. I always see.
That's what they're doing with that. That's what it was. I got an email to sign up for it. That's right.
What I envision is for us to be 5 wide at the front. So let's find a dead center spot. Okay, so someone's sitting right here. So scoot over a little bit.
People like
this way. Go this way, right in front of my shoe. Okay? All right, let's get someone else right next to her. So right here. And then let's have, well, are you good focal length-wise, or do you need to be back there? Okay. All right, so this row is sitting, this row is kneeling, that row is standing, okay? And then, yeah, you can sit right here. I love your camera gear.
So they were like right behind her next then?
Yeah. Yeah, you need to sit because they're going to kneel behind you. There you go. Okay, here we go. Ready, and just pick something new for us. 5, 6, 7, 8. Gorgeous. Again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. Can you do that behind your leg? 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. Hey, where's Julian? Julian, go
That's pretty cool, huh? Okay, guys, how cool is that? That was a, it's a water, dude, I don't know, we could build that. We could so build that. I want to build that. Hassler, Gina, we're gonna build this. We're gonna build this thing. Anyways, it's just a water thing. You sign up for it. They do something different every year. Let's go this way, Jamie. They do something different every year for the photographers, right? So last year was that whole bridal setup that I showed in my 2019 WPPI video. This year, you can sign up for, looks like 10-minute gaps. There's a model in there. She does dancing and all that. They have the light set up, so no flash, and you take pictures to build your portfolio, but there's no printing. I don't know if they have that setup. That was really cool last year where we could shoot multiple models in different locations, and then on top of it, we're able to print through Canon's printers and then take that print home. So everybody's walking around with these giant prints, and I don't see it. We just have done our first kind of walkthrough around the whole WPPI. It took maybe 15 minutes, which is okay. I'm kind of bummed about it. I wish there was more stuff. I don't see certain companies that I'm used to seeing, Aircam, Rode, Tim, Pixify. So I'm not sure why people aren't coming, why people are coming, and there's a lot of, if you can look behind me, a lot of dead space back here they're not using, and this, I think last year this whole thing was full. This whole entire area was full, so there's a lot of dead space. So we'll see who's here and who's not here, but last year I remember spending 3 whole days looking through everything. This first time I haven't really talked to anybody, talked to Holdfast, and I'm gonna slowly go through some of these booths that I like, I'm interested in, and I think are cool, and keep you guys updated. So stay tuned with this 2020 WPPI video. Thanks for hanging, kids. And we're gonna do another walkthrough and see what we got. People, it looks like they're still setting up. And we're just gonna talk to some vendors, and then I'll kind of do a little interview style with myself and kind of let you know what's going on.
These are RGB plus W.
Right.
So you can punch in any color. It also has hue, saturation, intensity. So if you don't want to punch in by like color, you can do HSI.
Right.
And you can get full spectrum. So this is your HSI setting right here. And you can just run the whole, here's the...
Just run through the whole color wheel.
So this is 100% intensity, right?
Oh my God, yeah.
We're gonna go 50% saturation. And then I'm at 39 degrees right now, and I'm just gonna keep going up until it changes.
Holy crap.
So you put your fucking jelly roll away.
Right.
And you have 2 lights that are your like edge lights for everything.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty,
So-
pretty like,
Looks like, so they have like 4 theoretical lights.
so they have, so these are actually all new, man. I have bigger ones than this.
Okay.
I'm hoping to take a couple of these home with me today. All of these are new ones that I actually don't have a ton of experience on. Like they all work the same way. So I'm sort of learning and doing it all here, but the controllers are the same on all the different ones.
Okay.
And stuff. So CCT, HSI, RGBW, they all kind of function the same way. You can plug them in for your DMX. It has a remote control right here that it comes with, so you can remote control it if you have lights up high and stuff like that, or off different places.
That's awesome.
So.
What is that? Is that just like a handheld remote?
Yeah, it's like this big.
Okay. So you just kind of throw it in your
Yeah,
pocket.
like one of the downsides I think is like if you have a 3-thing set, I don't know if one remote controls them all, but in a sense you don't really want one remote to control them because you might want to change one light
just one, yeah,
differently than another one.
That's what we do with strobes, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I'll tell you, I do a lot of food and products, so I'm shooting thousands of pictures a day.
Yeah.
The first food shoot I did with these, and I didn't walk out of there thinking I was gonna have a fucking seizure.
Yeah.
Because of the
right.
I was like, oh my God.
Well, you get to see what you're shooting before you shoot it.
The modeling light's better. Yeah, I mean, the biggest drawback to a continuous light that I will tell you, because like nothing's perfect, right, is they're not as powerful as strobes, hands down. You're not going to shoot out in the sun with them. Like to take these into the sun, I have a 12-foot scrim I put up.
Right.
It's still like I'm fighting the sun. So I do have strobe kits I pull out for that.
Yeah, I'm in studio. I mean, you know, we have. That's what I was thinking. Studio, on location, inside of clients' places.
I do everything.
That's amazing, man.
It's not like, you know, as a commercial photographer, right? Like your job is to show up and to fix a problem.
Right.
To be like, we need to look good. This is our warehouse.
Okay guys, this is cool. So it's a little setup that's here. Photo DOX. I don't know if I'm saying that right at all. They have a booth here, so I'm gonna go visit their booth. But he was just explaining to me about the technology of LED. We all know about this, right? Constant light LED. I love actually using LED, but it's never powerful enough or reasonable enough for me to purchase to actually use on all my stuff. So they have a little setup here with 3 different backdrops. You can set up your model and shoot and learn and play a little bit. So I'm going to then head back. Maybe we'll grab a camera at the room, and then we'll come and we'll put Jamie in all these little sections, play with some LEDs, change the lighting, just see what we can do with it. But this is called the WPPI DIY Playground, and this is amazing. What's your name?
Michael. That's
Michael.
me. What's up?
So yeah, so we'll check it out, and I'll show you guys some BTS what we're doing. So you learn a little bit of something every time you come. And right now, we're kind of seeing the trends of, I'm seeing a ton of LED lights everywhere. Not as many strobes happening, which means that a lot of people are going the LED route. But also a lot of cool backdrops that I'm seeing, a lot of cool stuff. And this is what makes me being at a studio, or not a studio, not having my own studio, makes me a little bit sad because I can't really set this stuff up. So I have to figure out how to set this up quickly and break it down. A lot of different ideas that are happening. But yeah, so kind of exciting. So we're gonna go and kind of walk around a little bit more, see what we got going on. I'm gonna start talking to people, looking at things, and you never know what I'm gonna change. I don't need anything changed in my business right now, but that doesn't mean anything. So I'm gonna find the companies that I need to find and talk to the people I need to talk to and just verify that everything I'm doing is right, see what's new is coming out, and see if we can win some free stuff while we're here. So we're gonna do that, and I will keep you guys updated. Huh, Jamie?
Yeah.
Tell people what you see.
Cameras,
What else?
pictures, like how you take them with like the blur behind it and stuff.
What else?
Backdrops. And that's it.
That's all you see?
Yeah.
Hi. How you doing?
If you want to go a little vertical and keep it level, which you can't do, once you're out of the circle, you don't know where you are. Here, you just go back, and as long as the two central ones are level, you're in the zone.
That's freaking awesome.
And you're accurate to within half a degree, and it's calibratable.
And so this sits on a tripod?
Any tripod, or our own platypods.
Or on the ground.
Or on the platypods.
Okay, yeah.
If you want to hear more about platypods, Shiv's got some really cool setups over here for platypod. But we'll go on any tripod.
So this is on Kickstarter now?
Right, both of these. So we
Okay.
have one model with the electronic leveler, and for people who like to level by eyeballing it, we've got the Ergo. This is called Elite in red, and Ergo in gray.
I'm sure there's a price difference with those, right?
There is a price difference. This on Kickstarter is $249.
Okay.
And this one is $199.
What will it go to? Do you know?
This is going to go to $325 and $249. So you save $75 by doing Kickstarter, which is only until March 15th. We're 6 weeks into Kickstarter. We've got the people 1,400 backers.
That's awesome.
Actually, I haven't checked in a while.
Thanks so much.
Might even be more now.
It might even be more. We'll see. 1,409 backers. We just broke 376.
Awesome. Did you guys make enough to make it?
We'll still have, at this level, we'll still have to borrow, but you know what? Usually the last 14 days we double.
Yeah, right. Everything pushes through.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I'll go
You're
check out
welcome.
over there.
So, and listen to Shiv over here.
You got it. All right, that's the Platypod, which I used to have one a long time ago, but I don't anymore. And that's really cool. So that's on Kickstarter now.
You should totally take the platform. The tripod is outdated and it needs a sidekick. The platform. Sure, the tripod works for basic shots. Let's to be basic. You don't need basic. You need blockbuster. And that's a job. The tripod is removable to the other tripod. It's compact.
Pause video. Sure enough. Even though photography is told to pause video to have enough resolution, get the pixel.
Thanks for ordering a playbook. In this video, we'll show you how to load your slideshow or video without autoplay, load multiple slides.
Well, I see that. Just keep going.
I like that.
Like that, tell people about it. What does it do?
It's like a digital.
It opens, you open it, and then it's now a slideshow. So you can put a movie in there.
Yeah.
You can put slideshow of images. It's really cool to give to vendors, I would say, to like wedding vendors. And right now they're 50% off.
50% off. All right, here's a few. Okay, guys, it's evening time. It's around almost, I don't know, 5 o'clock. WPPI Day 1 is over. We ended up coming back to the room, then went back down with nothing and just kind of walked around a little bit more. I found a couple things that I'm really interested in. I have bags full of stuff right there that I'm going to go over with you guys. I really just kind of grabbed literature and grabbed things that they're doing and selling. I will say though, I'm a little disappointed this year. There's so many vendors that have been there that aren't there. Zenfolio, Miller's Lab, V-Flat, Aircam, things that are like staples within my world that like I felt should be there just to kind of tell people about it. I think Kiss is here, but I couldn't even find them. So I'm gonna go back and kind of do another look through. And it feels like it's getting smaller and smaller every year. I mean, they have that really cool water setup thing, but they don't have B&H offering cameras and gear for you to try out shooting with models and different light modifiers. So it's kind of changed, and I'm kind of bummed out about it. So I wasn't as excited walking through, and it makes me worry for the future. Like, why aren't vendors coming here is what I'm thinking. Why aren't they excited to be part of WPPI for the showcase with, you know, thousands of photographers walking around? What has changed in the last few years? If you guys know why, please comment below. If you're a vendor, I would love to know. But Holdfast Gear was there, which I love. Wandered, who was there last year, who I thought made a killing, did a great job, wasn't there. Retouchup.com wasn't there this year. And usually I get a cool coupon from them and I get to talk to them. I had a few questions for them and I was going to do it in person. But yeah, it's kind of a bummer. And one bummer thing that I just wrote about on Facebook was I went to Headshot Crew and they treated me like I didn't know how to use a camera. They basically don't, if you're not part of Headshot Crew, you don't know what you're doing with your life. I made the mistake of saying that I'm a headshot photographer and I do headshots. And their question was, what's your sales plan? And the conversation goes like this: what's your sales plan? My what? What's your sales plan? Like, how much do I charge for photography or my headshots? No, what's your sales plan? I have no idea what a sales plan is. I don't know what you're talking about. So you don't have a sales plan then? I'm like, I make money, I do well, I just don't know what you consider a sales plan. Like, do I need to go through like how I book people? Like, I don't understand what you're asking. And this is all within like a span of like a minute where I'm in line to get my headshot taken. At the end of it, basically they assumed that I didn't know what I was doing. They're like, you know, if you don't sign up for this, it's totally cool. We're a great community, but you know, if you're gonna do a headshot, if you do headshots, you got to be here. And it left me feeling like I'm not the photographer that should be a photographer. Also, right now, no idea what the Headshot Crew is. I don't know what it is. Is it a service? Is it gear? Do they put me on a register base? So if somebody needs a headshot, they can find a photographer like me? I have no idea what it was, and that's what I was asking. What's a Headshot Crew? And they couldn't give me a straight answer. But they said, scan this QR code, sign up for it, and you know, it's $199, which isn't bad for whatever the price in our world is, but I don't know what Headshot Crew is. Like, I don't know. Am I supposed to go to meetings? Is it a group? Is there a local group in my area? Is it all social media? No idea. But then they go, you know what? You got to join this because if you're not making $1 million, you're not a photographer. Because Peter Hurley, who is the creator of Headshot Crew, who does headshots and whose name's pretty much everywhere, who will sign a book for me, is making $1 million. And if I'm not making $1 million, I'm not a photographer. Look, they're selling their thing. I get it, but there's other ways to go about it. So that's the only negative thing I have so far. Otherwise, everybody's chill and cool. Met a couple cool guys walking around, and we're waiting for it to get dark. We're gonna hit the stratosphere, and then we got day 2 tomorrow. So I'm gonna keep this going.
In all of our films with the same kind of foundation. There are certain techniques and certain tricks that we use in every single one of our films, whether it's a commercial film or a wedding film. You know, we're
Did I give you the other one too?
Then the second, I add structure, like it's maybe 5. That's it. Adds a little crispiness, you know, to the overall image. And the big thing is that when you go to colors, then you go to
So maybe there's a reason why they didn't bring back the multiple shooting, but behind me is 3 different sets. Clear lights, 1, 2, 3 different lighting, and nobody's here. So I'm gonna be shooting Jamie. We're gonna be doing some cool things back here, but I thought this would be a lot busier than it is, and it's not. So we get to hang out, play a little bit, kind of do these extras. I love stuff like this. So I can test these lights. I'm really interested in these lights. We were talking to the guy about these lights yesterday. He pulled them off and he was actually tossing them up, showing me how light they were. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of a slideshow here, or a little bit of a time lapse. You can see me kind of shooting Jamie. Let's see what we got. Who that boy? Who's that boy? Hi. Are you sick at home?
Sicky.
JeramieLu.
Okay.
What does a piggy say? Oink oink.
What's a sheep say?
What's a dinosaur say? Oh my god, you scary dinosaur. You scary. You scared me, dinosaur boy. Okay, I love you.
I love you.
Okay, bye. I gotta go, okay?
Bye, Dadu. Bye, Dadu.
Bye, I love you.
Bye, Dadu. Bye.
Okay. Okay, so we just pretty much are by ourselves here for this whole time. So we just did shots of 3 different locations, playing with these lights. These lights are actually super versatile. It's kind of hard to figure out what the buttons do, but that takes time and learning. This backdrop was actually super sick. I don't have anything like this. My backdrops are all clear color because for what I do, but I like stuff like this, having just a cool clear backdrop. So it turned out pretty good. I'm excited.
So I'm also trying to get her to fit in to the environment and not work against it. So if you will notice, a lot of my backgrounds are very plain and simple. In this case here, this was
right, let's go back here. Yeah. I'm gonna film this background and then we'll come back and talk to him.
Yeah, I've never seen a microphone like that.
All right, guys, we are in front of Tethered Tools, which is behind me. I need to get out of the way here. In front of Tethered Tools, and I'm going to be getting that. It's the Air Direct. It is, I tether when I shoot commercial work. This is an air tethering system. Now, if you follow my video last year, there was a company that thought could do it, but they can't really do it. They didn't really focus on this. And now it's finally here. So it sits on the side of my camera. I can then shoot and tether to a laptop, computer, to multiple software, which is amazing. The goal is I don't have to change my software just to use this product. So I use Lightroom, I use my Sony, I shoot RAW, and everything will show up. My client can sit on the couch, or I can have it next to me, and they can watch the photos as they pop up, and they can easily choose the photos as they go. So I'm gonna be purchasing one right now, 10% off at WPPI. I'll be doing an unboxing video and showing you guys what about. But this is one of the 3 products that I'm excited about getting here. It's stuck on the color. I think they're super cool. I just change them out every day. So.
I know, right?
I'll be getting that Sightseer, I guess, end of March when that comes out.
Okay.
Cool. Waiting on it. Not using that all the time.
That's it. Tear him up.
Say YouTube.
That's not small nosy rings, yeah?
Our YouTube channel, our photography YouTube channel.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Nice.
Your total's 207.
Get like that stuff.
That's cool.
You can get like B-roll. You gotta walk through it though, you can't just stand there. Oh, cool. I extend a full list on the other Oh, look at my cool wood cameras.
More people want to take these on the straps. It's hilarious.
Yeah, feels good. Go. D-rings. Little D-rings. Oh man, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my phone. Cool. Cool. Let's order it. Okay guys, so we're just leaving Holdfast back here. I'm not gonna hit anybody. We're just leaving Holdfast back here. Met the owner, pretty cool stuff. I made a ton of videos on Holdfast versus Spider, Holdfast versus Peak. So I ordered a red vegan in medium. I am 5'11", rough, you know, this build, and a medium works well for me. Even a large would work well for me on a small, so kind of within that range. If you wear a lot of jackets and stuff, you might want to go a little bit bigger. But I got the red vegan, which their stuff is usually leather, right? So I have a bridal leather and I have a tan buffalo leather, freaking amazing. But their products aren't cheap, but they're so freaking well made. And I'm starting to see other companies start to come up with similar things, but it's not even the same product. These ones, the vegans ones, are non-animal and no D-rings on them, so a bit lighter, a little bit cheaper. So mine was $195, 10% off here. Sadly, you won't get 10% off, but if you subscribe to them, they usually do a Black Friday thing and like holiday stuff. So you guys can check them out as well. This is holdfastgear.com. I don't want to use the word supporting local, but small company, and it makes it amazing. So yeah, let's keep going. Okay guys, so another cool thing I just found, I just talked to them, is called the Photo Fund. If you're a photographer, I highly recommend looking into this. So right now it's part of my wedding packages, something that I've added on that I actually found at WPPI about 8 years ago, which the guy really doesn't do anything anymore, I don't think, is a gift registry, right? So basically brides and grooms can send out a registry to their clients. On top of that, they can pay for, like the way I work now, they can pay for canvases, albums, whatever. It's like a honeymoon fund that they can use towards their wedding, so they don't have to use it for whatever. The way I sell it is like people can pay for like your albums, canvases, whatever, but if you can make it expire 30 days before the wedding, which is what we want, that can actually go towards whatever you owe me. So say that I cost $5,000 and a bride only goes, I can only afford $2,000. Well, if you can rock this registry and get your members, your guests, the people that love you to buy you things for your wedding, they can put $3,000 towards your photography and cut the cost. They can do $5,000 and they can actually make money off of it. So that's a huge thing that happens, and you end up turning that around. And if there's any extra money, the clients can buy stuff with it, photos with it or whatever, but it's just a registry for them, and there's a cap and everything. That's how I use it now. So the photo fund is theoretically the same thing, and I was weary about it walking in because what I had to do with the old one that I was using, I had to create every single template that I needed to create. So my clients could buy an 8x10, a canvas, pages, a 16x20 canvas, 16x24 canvas, all this stuff, because the more stuff you have on there, the better that you'll sell. This one doesn't do that at all. This one does a dollar amount. People can put $20, $100, or $50 towards your wedding as a gift, and the client either has a choice of keeping it or giving it to the photographer or whatever, and it's just an extra service that you're giving to your clients. They create everything for you. They even have an online directory of me going on there. So now I have another way for people to find me and book weddings through me. They've been around as of right now, it's February 2020. They've been around for 2.5 months, so say end of 2019. Brand new, but the owner has used this herself on all sides of it, and I'm actually really excited about this. This is what I kind of love. I love being able to add something on without costing me much. I signed up for a free account, and there's a way for me to get the pro account, and I might be doing that pro account just to see how it works. But the free account is, you just go on to thephotofund.com. I don't know, I'll find that for you guys. And you just sign up and it's free. So you guys should all have it for free. I was paying for the service before, and now I get it for free. So it doesn't cost me any extra money. You add it on, and it's a service to your clients. So I highly recommend checking them out, the Photo Fund, and I'll keep you guys updated on that as well. And I'll probably do a detailed video on it as I get it set up on how it works. Some boring computer video where you're just watching me go through everything. So I'm excited to get that done, and we're onwards to do more stuff. Also, if you guys didn't know, I'm in the back area here. Our restrooms are over here. This area back here, I was just telling my daughter, used to be filled with vendors. I remember it was filled with vendors last year and the year before. First time I was here, it was MGM, so it wasn't, but this used to be filled, but look how empty it is now. Talking to a couple vendors here, some love it, some hate it. The ones that are selling things right now love it because they're like, we have no competition, nobody else is buying anything from anybody else, especially Holdfast, because Peak Design's not here. I mean, Spider's here, but but everybody else is like, it's dead. Nobody's here, so hiccup. All right, happening.
Grip equipment here.
So guys, the company behind me, if you don't know who they are, you should have to. They're Savage. They make paper rolls. They're unleashing, if you look back here, it's a turtle stand, a C stand that has an extra piece that comes up. They have an accordion piece that kind of comes together. Check out their website. They just talked to me a ton about it, but I didn't retain much about it. I just know what it is. It's hard for me to retain it to you guys. It looks super freaking cool. Being able to have a C-stand that you can throw another light on, another accessory on, and it's kind of built in because a lot of times we're using hooks, we're using clamps to put everything together, and it's already built in for us. So it looks really, really cool and unique. Savage right here. I tag them on everything that I do social media-wise, so you guys will see that as well.
So that's a good company. Oh, PhotoBiz gave me a really cool bag. Guys, I use PhotoBiz for my website. So if you guys go to JeramieLu.com, you can actually see my website. The cool thing is once you build your website, they have so many different templates that you can actually test the different templates out as you have it. So if you get bored every year, you can actually get a new one. They've now offered a lot of stuff that I don't use, like emailing. You can capture information, you can send out invoices. I do so much stuff. I already have systems built into that, but if I didn't, it would all be there. It's just hard for me to switch over. So PhotoBiz I've been using for years. I pay $25 a month for their website, and it's actually been amazing thus far. I got some cool cable whips here from a local camera shop, which I forgot their name. I think it's B&C. I get all these confused a lot. PhotoBiz right here gave me they had a little wheel that spins, and I got a camera, a pretty dangly camera USB, which goes on my keys. And I actually have a box of USBs at home, just in case I need to USB anything. We have Platy Pod gave me a carabiner. And they have a really cool new tool coming out that they haven't announced. It's on Kickstarter right now. And basically it's just a ball head that has an electronic level in the back, and it looks like a video game that you can actually mount and hang out. Got a couple pens here. Drive Savers pen, a card from Flow Flash Drive. We have Westcott's lighting gear, guys, spring 2020. So guys, I don't think I need anything right now, but I do use Westcott for all of my soft boxes, and I don't think I purposefully did that. Every time I would buy one, it would come up, works with my system. It's a Bowens mount, and it works out really well. The new strobe that they have out, the FJ400, is freaking super cool. It matches the Godox 80-400s that I have. It's a Bodox mount, so I can just switch them out. It's cheaper, and they have their universal wireless trigger, the FJ-X2M, which actually is universal to all cameras, kind of like what Paul C. Buff did. So I don't need to buy like the Godox one. I need one for Sony, Nikon, or Canon, and this one you just buy one. And if your homie's hanging with you or shooting, you can just switch it over. Or if you shoot multiple camera bodies, you just need the one. You don't have to buy it for your camera, which I think is genius, which I don't know why Godox did that. That's the only thing with Godox that I'm kind of like upset about. All right, I signed up. Oh, the company was called EG Grenade Company. EG Grenade Company, I got a 20% off promo code from WPPI, and it doesn't look like it expires. So I'll be ordering some more bombs through them. All right, guys, so I signed up with this, and I'll be making a detailed video on this. I played with it last night here at the hotel. This is the Photo Fund. I use a company that I can send out a gift registry to my clients, right? I can send it out to them. They can go on and send it to their people that are coming to their wedding. The people can buy things for their wedding, a canvas, album, pages, or whatever. From there, they get the money and they can actually use it towards their photography or buy more stuff, which is amazing. This is the exact same thing, but a lot more modern. And I'm switching because the company that I used before, I think it's called Wedding as Art. I don't even know if they're around anymore. I'm paying for the service. It's still working, but they're not sending out updates. They're not giving me tips. They're not sending, it's not a working company. And I think it's just there. He has whatever's happening making company, and it might die out one day. And then one day we'll get an email saying like, hey guys, I've closed the company. Thanks for your support so far. So this is the photofund.com. We got this. It came with some socks that you can take a picture of, and they'll give me another entry into some things. And then it comes with membership options. They have bronze, silver, and gold. So this is actually free to do. So if you guys are a photographer looking at this, check out the photofund.com and you can actually sign up for free. I got a pen, and then I got a couple things here that they'll send you if you're the gold or silver member. But basically, I have an opportunity to get a 1-year gold membership for signing up, which I did. And then they have a photo fund for photographers pamphlet and for brides pamphlet. So this can be for brides, weddings, family shoots, senior photos, whatever. Basically, your clients can get people to pay for their services, and in turn, you can theoretically charge what you charge or charge more and say, hey, there's a way for people to help you pay for this. It's called the Photo Fund, and then send them a way to do that. Almost there, guys. All right, so we got the Air Direct is what I actually purchased. So this is the second thing that I purchased, and it's the Air Direct. And of course, this thing is awesome. We've been talking about it all the time. So wirelessly tethering to my computer, no more cords that go from my camera to my computer. And it's amazing. I have to buy an L bracket for this and an Arca side thing that they make custom for this. I have to order that. They didn't have that at WPPI. This will sit on the side of my camera, and I can shoot and tether on location. It creates its own Wi-Fi and in studio as well, and not worry about somebody tripping or being super close to my laptop as I'm doing so. And then it just makes your commercial work, or any shoot really, a little cooler. I will be testing this out and doing a video for them and for you guys, so stay tuned for that. Another carabiner here. Ona. So I haven't used this company in a while, but I actually was super happy to see them there. This is Ona. This is one of my first bags. I actually used this bag that I had. I spent $450 on this bag. It's a beautiful leather bag as our diaper bag for my son now because I didn't want to get rid of it as throughout the years. But they make really cool leather bags, leashes, stuff for your cameras. Just a good company. So if you guys are looking for a camera bag, I would check out Ona for show. I won a couple of these Frios, which is like a really cool, I guess it's a new hot shoe or a new cold shoe that you can screw this onto your light stand and then it's a really secure. So this is actually just great to have in the bag. And we'll just throw that in the bag just so we have it, but I don't know what I'm actually gonna use it for. All right, what else did we get here? So we talked about the Air Direct. I got another pamphlet on the Air Direct, another pamphlet on the Air Direct, photo flash drive, photo biz we talked about. I got a $10 off coupon to retouchup.com, guys. If you don't know about retouchup.com, they're freaking amazing. It's a 20% or expires June 1st, 2020. The code is WPPI Rocks 2020. You guys can definitely use that because it expires in June. $10 off of your retouching. They will retouch out braces, clean the skin, head swap, take things out of the back, and nothing is ever more than $10. Most of the stuff is $5 or $2.50. So if you're doing an edit and you need to clip somebody out or make them on a transparent background or change the color of the background, that's only $1.50. So if you have a client who's like, you know what, we just shot everything on a gray backdrop, but we need it all on a blue backdrop. Can you do that? And if you're like, oh my God, I can't do that, I'm not a retoucher, or I don't want to spend the time to do it, which is like me, because I just don't want to spend the time to do it. I can spend $15, send them 10 images and be good, and turn around and actually charge the client $20, $30 for a retouch-up fee. So it's great. So retouchup.com, if you guys aren't using that, please check it out. It'll save you so much time. Learn how to do this stuff on your time, you know, make sure that you know how to do it, photoshopping, retouching, but we live in a world where these companies are doing it for us now at a very good price. I don't know, it's really cool. And the place I bought my camera stuff from is actually a Vegas company, which is super cool, B&C Camera. I actually didn't know they existed until today, or until yesterday. So, and then one last thing that I bought, of course, was Hold Fast gear. I got the Red Vegan in a medium. And I showed you guys a little bit about that, talked with the owner, talked with the people there that were working there, and I got my third Hold Fast gear. So it's bright red, it's vegan, it looks kind of plasticky, leathery, just really clean and neat. And that's everything. So this is 2 days of going through WPPI. I have a bunch of stuff that I threw away that I ended up keeping, I'm never gonna use. But it's a great experience. It was super fun. We had a good time. We are gonna take the 6.5, 7 hours to drive back home to Reno and get set to go. It's Thursday. I have 2 giant shoots I'm doing tomorrow, and we're just excited. Thank you guys so much for joining this WPPI tour with me. If you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing. If this video helps you in any way, give it a thumbs up. Click that bell for notifications. It'll tell you every time I have a new video. If you're going to 2021, please look for me. Please comment here that you're going, and I will find you. I will be a little more active on the night scene and hanging out and meeting people. This year was just running, tired, and that's just how it was this time of year. So I'm very excited for next year. Hope you guys are having a good day. I will talk to you later. Bye.